Welcome to the Midday Show with J.R. Bjornson, where one blind guy shares a little laugh. You know what? Sometimes I share a little laugh, and sometimes I just talk a bunch. We'll see where this episode goes, right? Because this is the Tuesday, August 4th edition of the Midday Show. And we're actually starting a new format. So welcome to Season 1, Episode 2. Yeah. Let's see how long I can keep this up, because I'm doing my best to actually use notes. And let's keep our format going from what are we celebrating today, what is going on in the international calendars. Let's take a gander together, hey? Today is International Chocolate Chip Cookie Day. That's right. It's your chance to grab yourself a delicious chocolate chip cookie and have zero regrets. Cheers to Chocolate Chip Cookie Day. International Chocolate Chip Cookie Day. I wonder if any of the local places like Cookie Crumble or bakeries that sell cookies have any deals on chocolate chip cookie. Best to do your own research. Today is also Eat Dessert First month. Oh, it's not even just a day, it's a month. That's right. Throughout the month of August, according to the International Calendar of Odd Days to Celebrate, for the entire month of August, you can choose to have dessert first at the dinner table. I don't know if I can do this one because I'm very routine. I love my routine. Maybe I'll do it a few times just to have fun. Maybe make the kids question their reality, right? Because I have 5 kids that I'm trying to mold into successful adults myself. But every now and then, dad's got to be cool. But speaking of parents, today is August 4th, and on the calendar we have Single Working Women's Day. That's right, August 4th is recognized as the day to celebrate those hard-working women who have children to raise and who are doing it on their own. And hey, even if you're not raising any kids and you're just a single gal working hard, taking care of business every day, today is your day to celebrate. Keep doing a great job. I remember growing up, my mother was a single woman, and she somehow managed to raise me and my lovely sister, who is actually 4 years older than me. Holy smokes! That means she's going to be pushing 40 soon. I hope she's not listening to the podcast. She's awesome. She even came to a comedy show of mine recently, which was great. Guys, he's laughing because he's afraid of what he has just said. Hey, speaking of food, yesterday, me and my family went to go visit our good friend Glenn. Glenn invited us to a delicious barbecue, and it was good. It was great. What was kind of confusing, though, for me was Glenn gave it an all-you-can-eat theme. So he made lots of burgers, lots of hot dogs, and his friend Luella was there, and she made lots of corn on the cob and delicious peas, like snow peas, the things that are in those little pods, and you take a nice bite and you get that wonderful crunch. You know what? If dirt had a beautiful taste, it would be snow peas. I absolutely love snow peas. Shout out to Wendy Osman. She was one of my wonderful teacher's assistants back in high school from grades 10 to 12. And she always brought a bunch of snow peas to work. I remember, I can hear it like it was just yesterday, Miss Osman going crunch, crunch, crunch. And she offered me a few. And when I was younger, when I was a teenager, I didn't really enjoy snow peas. It just didn't have a nice taste at the time. But now, as someone who is 35 years old, 20 years have come and gone, and they're actually really, really good now. I absolutely love snow peas. It's great, kind of like when you were a kid. For me, I really disliked Caesar salad. Caesar salad was so disgusting. I did not like the smell. I didn't like the taste. And then one day, when I was 19, I decided to try Caesar again, and it was good. Oh my goodness. Now I order Caesar salad at least 5 times a month. I don't go out of my way to, live life on the Caesar salad train, but it definitely tastes much better than it used to. Back to Glenn's barbecue. Yesterday, Glenn said it was all you can eat. That's right. Have as much as you want, because this man cooked a lot of food. I have to ask you for our question of the day. Now, if you're listening to us on Spotify, you can actually write your answers through Spotify. If you're listening to us on any other podcasting platform, just use the hashtag The Midday Show with J.R. Bjornson by simply putting TMSW J_R_ Bjornson and answer this question on using that hashtag on X. And the question is, are you on team I'm getting my money? I'm getting my money's worth. Are you on team I'm getting my money's worth? Or are you on team one plate is enough? I ask this question because I remember growing up, my mother would always make me finish my entire plate of food. And her reasoning for making me eat the entire plate of food was when my mom was a young teenager growing up in the early 80s, they had a lot of these World Vision advertisements, right? It would feature all these starving children from Africa, Ethiopia, and they would say, for just $1 a day, you can help Tamu, or, all these African kids, Ethiopian kids. For just $1 a day, you could help them eat. And these kids, my mother would tell me, would look so withered, would look so thin, malnourished. So growing up, my mother always told me and my sister, you have to finish your plate of food. If you don't finish your plate of food, those kids will feel bad because they don't have anything and you have everything. So my mother always kind of gave us that, I hate to use this word, I dislike to use this word, but she would give us that finish your plate because there are starving kids in Africa guilt trip. And I found out at the barbecue, I wasn't the only one who was raised with this. Glenn's friend Luella was also raised with this ideology where for her, it actually caused her to eat less because she said, hey, I don't want to finish my entire plate of food then. Can we actually send it to Africa or Ethiopia? How can we help these children who allegedly can't really eat because, they're in those countries and we're over here just stuffing our faces? So it made me think of that question, right? Are you on team all you can eat when offered, or are you on team one plate is good enough? And yeah, or I guess we can go for the latter, right? Maybe you're on team I'll wait 10 minutes and then I'll go back for another plate. Because did you know there's actually a little bit of a science, a little bit of timing? What I mean is it takes your brain about 21 minutes to realize your stomach is like, hey, what's up, buddy? Listen, I'm full. All right, stop filling your gut. Your boy's full, or if you're a girl stomach, your gal is full. All right, please stop. So it takes 21 minutes allegedly for your brain to signal your stomach to signal your brain, stop, please. For the love of everything delicious, please stop. So personally, because of the World Vision brainwashing, can we call it brainwashing? Brainwashing my mom into feeling bad that we had all this food, that we had to eat all of it whenever she opened a new can of corn or anything like that. I unfortunately felt like I had to eat. I had to eat as much as possible. So yesterday I had a burger, a hot dog, and another burger. But then I kind of had a little bit of guilt because even though Glenn said it's all you can eat, I'm over here like, Did I overdo it? What would my mom have said? Oh no. Would have my mom said. And then there was a little bit of guilt. And then you just kind of think, right? So, yeah. Thank you for answering those questions. If you're interested, don't forget, new episodes of The Midday Show come out Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, which is 8 a.m. my time here in Alberta, Canada. I'm actually kind of excited and a little bit nervous because this is the first year Alberta, Canada is not following. We're not going to reset our clocks for daylight savings time. So this is actually the first year we're going to keep our clocks to what we are right now. And it's going to be the first year where the sun probably isn't going to come up till 9:30 or 10:30 a.m. So I am looking forward to seeing how that looks, no pun intended. And I could make a joke here about, haha, you guys will know what it's like to be me, a guy who can't see until 10:30 a.m. I don't know. I'm actually more worried about the children who will have to walk in the dark. Fortunately, my wife drives our kids, but not everybody is so lucky, But it's interesting. Hey, back to our topic. Funny how one barbecue can turn into a conversation about eating food and how much should you eat. What was your upbringing? Things like that. Well, I'm seeing here that it's the outro of the show. Thank you so much for listening. You guys are the best. Remember, you can share this episode with your friends wherever you got this episode. You can click that subscribe button if you've lasted this long. And yeah, as I said, tell your friends about us. This is the August 4th edition of the Midday Show with J.R. Bjornson. Yes, we are doing a new format. This is officially season 1, episode 2. And I'm going to do my best to keep going with this format because, when you got ADHD, it's really hard to stick to one format. And now I have a plan, right? I actually wrote this entire episode on paper. So what'd you think? Was it good? Was it professional? Well, what is professional? This episode, these seasons are not meant to be professional, but keeping my train of thought, that's the professional hard part, right? All right, I'm going to make like a Tom and Cruise. You take care of yourself, and if you heard any squeaking in the background, that's my chair. One of these days I'll get WD-40 on it, but it's just one of those cheap gaming chairs that I bought secondhand off Facebook Market. So if you ever hear the odd squeak, that's my chair. All right, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a safe and wonderful day, and take care.